Get a Whopper with cheese.
With real horse
We are
cum.
not sponsored by McDonald's or Burger Bing.
What about Jungry Hacks?
Oh, you know I love me some Jungry Hacks. Jungry Hacks sounds like a slur. Look at those Jungry Hacks over there. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Maybe
Cut
not.
Cut
Yo,
that. Cut that. Wampa.
I was about to say hungry dads.
Hungry dads. Hungry dads. I'm glad the beatboxing made it onto the podcast. I would like to say at the outset that I'm running on literally like maybe 2 hours of sleep.
I'm on like 3 or 4.
Fuck yeah.
So-
By our powers combined, we have a normal sleeping schedule.
Hell yeah. So I feel like I won't doze off whilst playing.
Yeah.
I'm still...
I don't burp very often. That's a rare occasion.
But when I do...
It's because I've been...
Alrighty, we can start.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Ty and Jimmy Talk. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Ty.
No, wait, that could get confusing.
Yeah.
I'm Ty.
I am Jimmy.
And this is Ty
and Jimmy Talk. Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, yeah.
Part 1.
Part 1
of however many we decide to fucking do.
probably like at least 100.
Yeah, honestly.
Not exaggerating at all.
We're doing a 40-minute podcast per jiggy.
Yeah.
Every time we get a new jiggy, we
It's per
record a new
musical
podcast. All right, guys. So I'm in the first world now. I just got the first musical note. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I missed
Ominous.
the sound design. There's going to be so much gushing about this game.
Oh, yeah. This is one of our favorite games pretty much of all time, and we didn't really want to cover Banjo in just one episode just because we have like so much to talk about the game. So we decided we'll just do we'll do like a few levels every podcast. So in this one we'll do Mumbo's Mumbo's Mountain, fucking Treasure Trove's Cove, maybe Clanker's Cavern if we have enough time. But yeah,
I mean, it's our show. We can do what we like.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
Don't tell me how to live my life, you cucks.
Oh, you cucks out there.
Yeah, got to put the cucks out there. To enter the world shown on the picture, you must fill in the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces.
Oh,
thanks, Goggles. Goggle boy.
Goggle boy.
You know, like Goggle Box.
Oh, God.
It's my boy Goggle Box.
It's my favorite character in the game. So should we just talk about, I guess, I would say memories for like the whole game, but we could just do it like level by level. Yeah, I suppose.
So I've just opened the door to Mumbo's Mountain. We did the tutorial off screen.
Yeah.
Beforehand, and James sped run it.
I did.
It was a treat to watch. We're just making our way into Mumbo's Mountain now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, the amount of like sound effects from this game that like have made their way into my everyday life.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's seriously incredible.
I say it every day and I get weird looks from everyone, but that's fine. That's all. That's all good. I just love the sound effects. It would have been like so much fun to make all the sound effects as well for this game.
100%.
Making all the voices and stuff like that.
All of the and like every like the musical notes that all have like unique sounds, and all the jiggies that have unique sounds. Like everything in this game is just a delight. Like it is a delight to discover things in this game.
Exactly.
And since it's a collectathon, that is definitely a good trait for it to have.
Exactly. Would you say collectathons are like your favorite kind of games to play?
I think this game made collectathons like one of my favorite types of games to play.
Absolutely.
One of my other favorite types of games to play are Lego games. And they're very big collectathons too.
Yeah.
Because they're just so easy to complete and they're so satisfying when you do.
Like Lego Star Wars and stuff like that.
Lego Marvel, I think, was one of my favorites. Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Oh, true. I don't think I ever played it. I haven't played that many Lego games. The only ones like Star Wars, like on DS and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the original trilogy, which was so much fun.
The original Star Wars game, so good.
Yeah.
No, Lego Marvel Superheroes, I think, was my first ever platinum trophy on PlayStation.
Nice.
Because it's so easy to complete.
What's a platinum trophy? So I never owned a PlayStation. So
no, so you get trophies based on like it's like achievements basically.
Yeah, right.
You get trophies based on things, and platinum trophy is just you've gotten every trophy for the game.
Oh, cool.
So it's like 100% complete.
Yeah.
And also like not even just in the game 100% complete, but like for the trophies though.
Nice. That's nice. Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack.
I love this. I love Grant Kirkhope.
Grant Kirkhope is one of my favorite composers. Shout out to Grant Kirkhope.
Yeah.
We're doing shout outs to lots of composers on this show. Shout out to everyone.
Everyone who made the soundtracks for all of
this
these
show
games.
is sponsored by everyone. Thank you.
It's sponsored by Grant Kirkhope.
Thank you, everyone. If Grant Kirkhope sponsored us.
Well, imagine if he was a guest on the podcast.
Yeah,
I think
Brisbane,
I would
Australia.
Yeah.
We get Grant Kirkhope over. We're just like,
sure, why
hey,
not?
man, come over to my house. My address is... Just like dox myself on the podcast.
I think you almost doxed yourself in like the second episode or something.
I'm going to get cancelled.
What, by people finding you and just killing you?
Yeah, no, I'm literally going to get cancelled, as in I'm going to be killed.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, what was your first introduction to this game?
Oh. So, I'll clear my throat a bit. So, I never actually owned this game for a long time, surprisingly enough, because my older brother owned the 64 that we had at home.
Yeah.
And he had Banjo-Tooie. So I played Banjo-Tooie a lot more. Well, I played that first. And then I think I only started playing Banjo-Kazooie back in high school. Because I was like, I played a lot of Tooie, but I've never played Kazooie before. This is a bit of an odd choice. So I think I downloaded a ROM or something and played it on Project 64.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was called.
Project 64. I'm fairly sure that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I just played the absolute shit out of it. And like, I remember when I first started playing, I'm like, this is really easy. Like really, really easy to play. Like all the jiggies are just there. And I just realized I'd played Banjo-Tooie, which is like the much more difficult game.
Much more difficult,
and like,
yeah.
You have pretty much need to play this game before you play Banjo-Tooie. So I was okay.
It informs it so much. Yeah.
Exactly. So I remember just playing it a lot in high school. Like specifically, I think it was like grade 9. I don't know why I remember that. But that's when I played that the most, and I loved the absolute shit out of it. It's so fun, and it's just so easy and fun to play.
Yeah.
It's not stressful at all. So yeah, I played it through high school, and then I think it's kind of like the same as Mario 64, where like once I had a job, I just went and bought this game at Game Traders.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just played it heaps more, so much more. And then as you mentioned before, I got into speedrunning this game because like I'd been watching a lot of it on Twitch. I'm like, this looks easy. Yeah. So then I did that for a bit, and it's just so much fun. And I'm still pretty bad at it, but that's okay.
You cleared Spiral Mountain in like 2 minutes flat. Like that was impressive. I don't have a ground pound yet.
No, you have to go to fucking
Bottle Boy,
Mr. Bottle Boy.
I always forget that you have to get moves.
Yeah, exactly. It feels so
weird. This is the egg shooting anyway.
Yeah, it's so weird to like Banjo-Tooie where you have to go to fucking jam jars.
Yeah, yeah.
But like,
I like jam jars.
Jam jars. He's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much my memories with Banjo-Kazooie. How about yourself?
I think I can't remember if I've told this story on the podcast or not, but one of my I got a 64 when I was quite young. One of my mum's friends had some spares, and he was like, "Oh, have a 64." And Banjo-Kazooie was one of the games I played the most. And I was learning percussion at the time. Like I was a percussion player in primary school, and then when I went into high school, I started doing mallet percussion and learning xylophone and Glock and marimba and all that. And so I was playing this at quite a young age. Which was very like it was one of those formative games in my like experience of loving video games.
Nice.
It was honestly like the collectathon element of it.
It's just so good, and it just makes it so like it's so easy to get into as well.
Oh, yeah, like I'm like we're in Mumbra's Mountain at the moment. I'm just like playing mindlessly while we talk. Yeah, and I just remember where everything is. Yeah, and I'm just like I'm not speed running by any means, but like I just remember where everything is. It's also easy to get, but it's also like satisfying to get.
Yeah, exactly, and like. It's such a really good beginner's level as well, and it's just so well like laid out with like all the locations like in the map as well. Like it's just so like well defined, so you can kind of like find your way.
Yeah, you just walk around the map and you find everything you need to find.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
I know. I just remember like playing this first level. I'm like, this level is so small. Like,
and then you get to other levels later and it's like, oh God.
Yeah, and I got to like fucking like Mad Monster's Mansion and Click Clock Wood, which are like so long. And they're so good.
Click Clock Wood especially.
Yeah. I think the only shitty thing about the long levels like that is if you die, you have to get the shit again.
Oh, getting the notes again if you die.
I hate
bane of my existence.
I hate that. Probably like the only thing I probably dislike about this game is that. I mean, they fixed it in the Xbox Live version, which is pretty good.
I never played that. I never owned an Xbox.
Yeah.
So my only experiences of playing this game were actually on the 64.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And like, yeah, my shelf that I have of games, like this is one of 2 64 games that I still own.
And the other one's Yoshi's Story. Nice.
No, I don't know why. That's not a favorite by any means. It's good, but it's definitely not like doesn't have any sentimental value to me.
Yeah. I started playing it actually on the Nintendo Switch Online thing.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
It's good fun, honestly. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, I can get into it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's, I don't know, like the story that I didn't think I'd told was we were moving houses, and if I have, I apologize. But we were moving houses. It was like we got like fish and chips for dinner. It was like late at night. The living room was full of boxes, and I had this tiny little CRT box TV, and I pulled it out, and I pulled out my 64, and I laid on the floor of my living room.
Gosh.
And we ate fish and chips, and I played Banjo-Kazooie, and it was like 8 p.m., which was like super late for me, like back then.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it was just
so good.
Life will never be that simple again.
No, it'll never be that good. I think
never that satisfying.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that story for Mario 64, but like it's such, I don't know, that kind of brings me back to my childhood as well, just like having pizza or something at night and then just playing. Like, it was either like Banjo-Tooie or Mario 64, Pokemon Stadium on this like small kind of shitty like CCTV, and it's just like, But life will never be that good ever again.
No.
Sorry.
And sorry, not sorry. We're in our 20s now. Like,
yeah, exactly. Life's a bit stressful now.
Yeah, it's fine though.
That's okay.
I've learned all the moves. Good on me.
But at least like now that I have a job, I've actually been able to buy Banjo-Kazooie and be able to play it on the 64.
Yeah, right.
Which is good. And what I want to kind of do, I want to buy a CCTV. Just for that, just a nostalgia.
Just for the, I totally get that.
So maybe someday I'll do that. So maybe we'll talk a bit about the level, Mumbo's Mountain itself. I mean, we already talked about just how good it is, like as a opening kind of level, like an introductory level to the game.
Yeah, like Spiral Mountain is an excellent tutorial area, but Mumbo's Mountain is an incredible like opening level. Like it tells you everything you need to know about the game. It shows you every collectible that you get. Yeah. It introduces you to Jinjos, puzzle like jiggies, musical notes, honeycombs, like the empty honeycomb squares as well. Yeah. Introduces you to different enemy types. Introduces you to like some of your core moves, like the Talon Trot. Like I basically only walk around this game doing a Talon Trot.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you walk around like just Banjo or something?
Yeah, so much better playing as Kazooie.
Yeah, exactly.
It introduces you to everything that you need to know. It introduces you to Mumbo's transformations. It introduces you to like make sure that you're up on like what Bottles is doing and like his role in the game.
Yeah. And it's not like, it doesn't feel like completely handheld.
No, like I'm making my way around the map, and yes, I have a lot of knowledge about that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of knowledge about this game. For instance, that you should jump up on that and get the honeycomb.
There's been a lot of times in my speed runs where I've shot that last totem before getting the honeycomb. Like,
I did almost just forget.
I was about to be like,
I did.
There's a thing there.
I got 8 jiggies in the past, like 8 out of 10. Like,
it's been like 10 minutes or so already. Yeah. It's so easy to get through, and like I think I was like saying before, just like this level really teaches you kind of how the worlds are laid out throughout the map. Like it has like these key like locations in the map, and that's where you'll find pretty much everything. Yeah,
100%. Not good enough tokens. You can walk I love Mumbo.
He's the best. I remember like, because obviously he looks really different in Banjo-Tooie. He doesn't look so blocky, terrifying. Yeah, he looks more friendly in Banjo-Tooie. So I saw him in this game and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Who's this boy?
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this Mumbo impersonator? It's not Minji Jungo. But
I have not played as much of Tooie as I would have liked. I never owned Tooie.
Yeah.
I only ever owned Banjo, like the first one. So
maybe I'll lend you Tooie.
Yeah,
so you can play all of it. It is so much better than this game. Well, in my opinion, it's better.
Yeah. I think this game will always hold the special place. But like I've only heard good things about the sequel.
Banjo-Tooie, and I've watched videos online because it's kind of polarizing. People don't like Banjo-Tooie as much because like the worlds are a bit more like confusing. It's a much bigger and more complicated game. Whereas this one's a bit easier. But at the same time, this one's a bit more linear.
Yeah, for sure.
You go from like world to world. Whereas in Banjo-Tooie, all the worlds kind of intersect a bit more. So and there's a lot of going to and from. So it feels more of a cohesive world as opposed to the Banjo-Kazooie where all of the worlds are just in these paintings in Grunty's lair.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I like Banjo-Tooie a bit more, and it's a much more difficult game, so you can sink more time into it and a better collectathon as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to borrow that from you.
Yeah.
And then I'll play it for not for the first time, but like I'll play it through fully for the first time, and then we'll do an episode about it.
Yeah. Oh, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like literally my favorite game of all time.
Damn.
Apart from this bad boy that we're playing right now.
So I always, whenever anyone asks me what's your favorite game of all time, I always answer like without thinking, like Banjo-Kazooie. Same way as when people ask me what's your favorite movie of all time, and I always answer without thinking, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Nice. I only just saw that like kind of recently.
Really?
Yeah, like me and my partner watched it a couple of months ago. Exactly. And I didn't realize the director of it was
Edgar Wright.
I'm like, oh my god, I love Edgar Wright from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. This is going to be great.
So much.
And it was. I loved it.
The whole Cornetto trilogy, World's End, is also stunning. Like, and then obviously Baby Driver and.
I haven't seen Baby Driver yet.
You've never seen Baby Driver?
I haven't, and I want to, because isn't like the whole thing with that movie is like it's like the acting and stuff's in time with the soundtrack.
Dude, the soundtrack is the movie is the soundtrack.
Yeah. Fucking, I remember I've seen like the opening clip of it because we had to like watch it in uni. This looks sick.
There's so the concept for that film is actually based on a music video that Edgar Wright directed with Noel Fielding of Mighty Boosh and IT Crowd fame. Called it was for a band called Mint Royale.
Okay.
Or Mint Royal. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it was for a song called Blue Song or something. And the music video is Noel Fielding is the getaway driver in a car.
Cool.
And he's sitting in the car while everyone's going in and robbing a bank, and he's tapping along and singing along to the music while he's in the car waiting for them.
That's one of the scenes in Baby Driver.
And that's literally the opening scene of Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Where's this last Mumbo token?
How many do you have? 4?
4.
Have you got the one behind that stair? Okay.
Sup, bitch?
Nice.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry.
It just chases you down the bridge. Oh god.
Oh yes, I know where it is. It's over here. Yeah. Oh, because I haven't got the purple ginger for some reason.
There we go. Buddy boy.
And that's the ginger. And
done.
Now
ginger jiggy. So you just got
just the anthill.
Yeah. We're flying through this. We could probably do like a whole playthrough.
We could do a whole playthrough
of the game.
This. I would be very if you'll pardon the pun. You'll be gay. Banjo has plenty tokens. That sounded racist. Cut that.
Please. No, I'm exposing. This is how you get cancelled.
Cancel me.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else about this level specific. It's a small level, so it's kind of.
Yeah. What do you think of the ant transformation? Oh, you bitch.
The ant transformation?
Well, the termite, I should say.
Like being the ant itself?
Yeah, like what is it? Where does it rank on your transformation tier list?
I got the tier list handy on me. It's just on my phone. No.
Of course.
Pretty low, just because he doesn't. One, I don't really like termites that much anyway.
What? This is
I know
termite erasure.
I'm racist against termites.
Sorry,
sorry, everyone. Termites.
Termitist sounds like a disease.
Yeah. It really does. Probably the pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin's top tier.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think I said like back in the first episode, I love spooky shit. So pumpkin, number one. I think I like being the walrus.
Oh, the walrus is great.
He's pretty cute. He's kind of annoying to move around because he's so slow, but he's still kind of cute.
Yeah.
And probably the crocodile.
Oh, the crocodile's probably my favorite.
He's cool.
Jump.
God.
It's so irritating. So, look, I'm going to say one bad thing about this game, and it's the camera. And that's a 64 thing, you know. Yeah. That's not a Banjo thing. That is just the 64 as a whole.
Yeah.
Most games I play on the 64, I dislike the camera.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine because you know they're just exploring the 3D world for the first time, so it's like, yeah, the camera in this one is shit.
And especially trying to and I think there's a little bit of input lag.
Yeah,
just the tiniest
absolutely.
bit. And so I'm trying to time the jumps with being on the edge of the platform because you have to be.
We're playing this on Tyler's HD TV.
We're playing it on a 4K TV with AV cables. Oh, yes. Please, God. Please, God, yes. Please.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm never going to do... Oh, fuck yeah, Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey, excuse me. Hey, get out of my way.
Just to kind of start... timestamp this video, I guess, or today we're watching Spider-Man No Way Home tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see No Way Home. This will be my third viewing of it since it came out. But this is James's first viewing, and I'm very excited.
Oh, God.
Very excited.
It's been very difficult because the movie's been out. Well, today is Sunday, and it's been out since Thursday. So I've just stayed off social media pretty much since then, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult not to be like, all right, let's go check if Toby's in it.
Yeah.
And if Andrew's in it. Hell yeah. You got
10
all the
jiggies.
jiggies. Let's go.
My boy.
All right. Now, if you leave the level now.
Wait. And 100 notes. Oh, I didn't even realize I got all the notes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So,
if you go to the right.
To my right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go down that hill there should be... Oh, you got the honeycomb?
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, this level is now 100% complete.
Sick. Fuck yeah.
Awesome. I got that before when I was looking for the last Mumbo token.
Treasure Trove Cove time, baby.
I didn't even realize I'd gotten all 100 notes.
Yeah. Well, it's because all of the notes... They're all grouped together and in the main area, so it's kind of difficult to miss them. It's a bit difficult in the later levels in the game because the worlds are bigger and everything's spread out.
Gobi's Valley
is
trying to get all the notes in that because you got to go inside pyramids and that messed me up. That was rough.
Yeah, and I think there's been a few times where I've got 90 something notes.
Oh, and you've only got 2 left. Yeah,
and I'm fuck, I gotta go find them.
My
again.
least favorite.
Or trying to find the last 2 notes.
Yeah,
so dumb, so stupid. Hell yeah. So
Animal turn back or magic go.
Nice.
Magic all gone. Here. Well, I just sped run through Mumbo's Mountain, so I'm handing over to James.
All right. I shall do the old Treasure Trove Cove, which is kind of one of the first bigger worlds of the game.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Treasure Trove Cove is great. I think we've reached a point in this episode where we've transitioned from podcast to Let's Play.
Yeah. That's what I've always been concerned about. Since we're playing the game, it might become more of a video thing. But I suppose we are releasing a video.
We do have a video
of it. And that
that
could maybe be the main format and then just have the audio.
The video will be very interesting. Hello, if you're watching the video.
Hi there.
I'm giving a hand gesture on the video if you're watching.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then you're just an inferior.
You're just an inferior person.
You're just an inferior person because video's the future. No, podcasting is the future.
Podcasting really is the future.
Have I? Shit, dude.
What?
I've had a zipper boner the whole time. My zipper has been sitting in such a way that it looks as though I am semi-erect.
I mean, this game is making me semi-erect.
Oh, always.
It's hard not to get through this game without a boner.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite scores from the game, Treasure Trove Cove.
It's such a catchy tune. And I love that it's. I think it's in Smash.
Yeah, and it's on steel drums, and it sounds dope.
Steel drums, yeah.
My fucking boy, and Crabman, and you meet Hippo.
What's his?
Blubbers. Captain Blubber.
Captain Blubber. Yeah, that's
my
right.
boy.
My boy. God, I love him.
and you learn how to fly, and you have to get away from Sharkman.
Yeah. A fucking
Sharkman Frank. Sharkman Frank. Rest in peace, Sharkman Frank.
Oh, that's right.
He died,
he's dead, isn't he?
If you don't know who Sharkman Frank is, please go onto Bandcamp and look up the music of Sharkman Frank. Rest in peace, buddy.
Rest in.
Like, stunning. Stunning.
I love that. I'm gonna call the shark guy Sharkman Frank now. His name's actually Snapper. But
Snapper, yeah.
Snapper.
You missed a note.
I know. Oh, did I not get it?
Little rude boy.
Shit. But yeah, no, I love the soundtrack and this.
Ha! Duped ya! Duped ya! You got it!
Got pranked. Fuck you.
It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
Most of my Let's Play, most of this podcasting experience will, now that I'm not playing the game, will just be me like whistling along to the music.
Yeah, just singing the soundtrack. You're gonna make all the the sound effects for everything. So every single note.
Yeah, and like all the music notes and the marimba. Ah, so good.
I love it.
It's like it's so nostalgic. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else that is this nostalgic to me.
Yeah, like, Banjo's pretty much every other like 64 game for me comes close. Yeah. It'd be Banjo 2 and Kazooie is probably the most nostalgic for me, and then probably Pokemon Red and Blue. Because probably those are like sort of the first sort of games I play, like Red and Blue, Pokemon Stadium, Mario Kart. All of those ones are the most nostalgic for me.
See, the look and aesthetic of Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire.
Yeah.
That just instantly sends me back. I never owned any of them as a kid. I would always play my friends' copies or emulate them.
Yeah.
Sapphire was my first Pokemon game I ever played, and it was emulated on VBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Sapphire was your first one?
Yeah, Sapphire was and I picked Mudkip. Nice. And I have no regrets. But
damn it. Fuck yeah. My first, was Red and Blue.
Sharkman Frank!
Fuck. I didn't own any So I got Leaf Green when I was 8. I think I mentioned that in the Simpsons Hit and Run episode. Yeah. And then I got Pokemon Sapphire from a friend. I borrowed it from him once, and then I went to give it back to him, and he's like, "Nah, just keep it." I was like, "For real?" Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah, just have it." I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks, man." And then I kept it, and now I've lost it, and I'm super mad about it. But I got Emerald a couple of years ago, and I bought a Japanese version of Ruby when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
So that was pretty sick. And I got Mario Party 2, like the Japanese version, but it didn't work on the 64. So
okay.
Cool.
That's fine. I'll never forgive the Japanese. I've never seen JoJo's, but man, do I say that sentence a lot. I'll never forgive the Japanese. I don't even know what the context is for that. I don't even know if that's a line from the show. I just know that I say it a lot.
Yeah. It sounds like it's from something.
I'll never forgive the
you just say it.
But like, considering we live in the country that houses Pearl Harbor. No. Cut that.
Please cut it.
Yeah, goddamn. Anyway, I find it really interesting, right, that for the last couple of podcasts we've recorded, I feel like we've spoken about Banjo more than what we have in the actual episode when we're playing Banjo.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it just shows how much of an impact this game had.
It's unbelievable to me to think about. Oh yeah, you got to go and get all these boys. It's unbelievable to me how much this game has influenced my. So I went through. I don't know if I've ever told anyone about this. When I was in high school, time to put it out there.
I'm the first one.
When I was in high school, I mean, other than the people who were there, obviously.
Clip through the chest.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
Watch
boy.
That. Fuck yeah.
Other than the people who were there, I went through a really big, I wanted to make video games when I was in high school. And we did an assessment in IT where we had to make a video game in Game Maker.
Cool.
I went hard, man. I designed my own sprites. I was watching YouTube tutorials all the time. My YouTube history from that period of time is all Game Maker tutorials.
Yeah.
And I really just wanted to make a cool game. And it was a 2D side scroller. It wasn't anything big or dramatic.
Yeah.
But I had plans to make a series of games, and they were all very collectathon based, and that was all because of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that sounds awesome.
All the games that I was making, and they were just I don't know if I even still have them anymore. I'd love to. I'll dig them out and we'll play them on the
Yeah, I was going to say,
show.
I'd be keen to play that and see what they were like. That sounds awesome.
What did I call it? I called it...
I'm fuck this up. Yeah.
It was like Nuova Cartella or something. Like it was some...
That sounds cool.
Yeah, no, and the reason I called it that is because one of the folders just had that as its title, and I was like, well, I'll just put all the game files in here.
Yeah.
And I found out later that actually just means new folder in Spanish.
That still sounds cool, though. I wouldn't have known.
I can't remember the second word, but it was new over something.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, this is my game, and it was pretty sick. But yeah, I just wanted to make video games, and it was all because of Banjo and like the influence that this game had on me growing up, and the influence that it still has on me. Like, wow, that was work.
What a rookie!
Oh, get the honeycomb, Chuck and Frank.
I'll grab that.
Yeah, we are
in a sec.
No, you're grabbing it now.
Oh no! I'll show you like a cool speedrun trick on how to get it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think I've always thought about if I ever would make a video game, what would it be? 3D platformer collectathon.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt. That's like the first thing I go to.
Did you ever play ukulele?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it on my Switch, and I actually got I got like 2 worlds in, I think, and I stopped playing it because my Joy-Cons had such severe drift that the game was becoming unplayable. And I've since bought a Pro Controller and new Joy-Cons, but have not picked up ukulele again. But I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's really good.
Definitely going to suss it out some more.
I played it on and off when it first came out, so I got it on my laptop because it was out on PC at the time. But it was like I had a really shit laptop, so it didn't play that well. So I only played like the first 2 levels, and then so my brother got an Xbox One, and I bought ukulele on that, and I played that. I think I got up to the 3rd world. What it is? It's like a spooky one.
Of course. Nice job.
And then I kind of stopped playing that, and then I got on Switch, and then I finally completed it during lockdown last year, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm really keen to keep playing it. Yeah, maybe this holidays I'll pick it up again.
It's good. It's not as good as this.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be, but like as a spiritual successor, and the fact that Banjo was not available anywhere, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, at the time of recording, Banjo's not available anywhere. But in a month or so, it's going to be available on Switch Online. On the expansion pass. Oh, you did. Unless you fall in the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was close. Alright, I'll go get that honeycomb. Real quick.
I think this is like this level, Treasure Trove Cove, really endeared itself to me. Not only through the music alone, but through the actual world building of it, like having Sharkman Frank chasing you around, having having the shark in the water, having Blubbers on the ship who you have to do a mission for, having what's his name, Snippers, the big crab man, a whippersnapper, like old whippersnapper, like having a go at you, then you get to go inside of him. That sounds bad. And then there's also the sand castle where you can input cheats.
Oh yeah.
Just like
I'm gonna try it. So there's a little trick you can do when you fall off a ledge. You can sink straight to the bottom of the water.
Oh really?
No, I fucked it.
That's alright.
Yeah.
So it's like this level really endeared itself to me because it was the first level that really, like, obviously I was just saying Mumbo's Mountain is a really good introductory level, but this level really endeared itself to me in the sense of like it's the first world that feels like a really fleshed out world.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's brilliant.
It's just like so well designed, and like obviously like I said before, Mumbo's Mountain, like you have key locations, like this guy here and the lighthouse.
Nipper. His name is Nipper. Good old Nipples.
Nipper.
Get inside. Nipples. Nipper. I barely even know her.
I just want to touch Nipper's nipples.
Look at them, they're sticking out, they're going all over the place. If you've never played this game before and you're not watching the video of this is going to sound so strange.
Yeah, this is going to sound very, very confusing.
Make sure you get the Mumbo's token behind the shell on the way out too.
I did see that.
Yeah, because we're going for a 100% run of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Every note.
Every note.
Every jiggy. Every kiss.
Spider kiss. If there's not a spider kiss in there. In No Way Home, I'll be sad. No one he kisses MJ like Spidey Q.
No. Andrew Garfield kisses Tobey Maguire, and then they run away with Matt Murdock.
I hope he's in it.
Yeah, it's really difficult not being able to talk to it. Like, there are only like 3 people that I know who've seen the film at this point, because I went to the midnight screening and then I went again on opening night. People are seeing it now though this weekend, so I've had a lot of people message me and be like, "Dude!" And I'm like, "Yes, yeah, I'm here." So like, it's good that people are finally watching it, and I'm keen to see it because I saw it twice on opening day. And then took a couple of days off, and then we're going tonight. So I'm very keen to see it now, like with that little time away.
Yeah.
Cried both times. Cried multiple times both times. You know what I really hate?
Yeah.
You know what really salts my apples?
When what years my grind.
People in cinemas.
Just in general?
Just in general. No. Yeah. So like, there is a very emotional part of the film, because of course there is. It's a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
And there's a very like emotional part. It's very quiet. It's very silent. And my shout out to my friend Luke, who I went with. You're gonna hate me after this. Like, we were sitting there, midnight screening, watching the film. Very interactive audience. Lots of cheering. Oh, just shit in the bucket. Lots of cheering. Lots of like happy times. It hits a really emotional point of the film, and like, I'm like crying. My hand is over my heart because it's like beating so fast. My friend next to me is just going like, just eating popcorn really loudly. And just going for it. Like, he's chewing and his hand's back in the bucket, and then he puts it in his mouth and his hand's back in the bucket. Like non-stop. And I was sitting there, I don't have like misophonia or anything. Like, I don't mind the sound of people chewing, but like, in complete silence during the emotional climax of the film, old mate decides, he's like, you know what, I haven't eaten my popcorn for the last 45 minutes. Now's the time.
This chose the perfect time.
No! And the second time I went and saw it, in that same emotional climax, some cuck in the same row as me decided to open his chip packet. Open his chip packet. Is that still recording?
Oh. No!
Oh. Did it stop recording?
No.
It stopped recording.
No! We can salvage this.
Well, I mean, I have the phone audio.
Yeah.
Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
You now have exclusive audio content. Subscribe to our Patreon for exclusive audio content.
See where it cut off. It might have like just cut off then.
Alright, so we're back.
Yeah, we're back. In a twist of fate, the laptop popped up with an error message saying that this podcast is too funny, and that the conversations we were having were actually just too good to be on recording.
Yeah.
And just as we started actually talking too, so anyway, yeah, I was talking about my No Way Home theater experience from the midnight screening.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I did call out my friend for being a loud chewer. So maybe it was for the best that that wasn't on recording. But
well, I mean, we got the audio on the video, so
yeah,
we might keep it.
Because we're filming this at the same time. For those of you who are listening to this in its purest form, in the audio format, yeah, that's him there.
There we go.
Then you will only know. You will only know that we cut out. We might use the phone audio, like, and you could be listening to this right now and going, "We really did use the phone audio because I live in the future and I've listened to the edited version of this podcast." Yeah. We're doing it live, people. Like,
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
No. Really, just alienate the viewers.
Yeah.
Just good job, you cuck. You cuck.
Nearly alienating me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one thing. So you've reminded me of one of my favorite parts of this whole game, which is not even a part of this game. If you look out into the water, it's Shark Food Island. You know Shark Food Island?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's infamous. Like
over there.
Shark Food Island.
Yeah. That's where the fucking the eggs, whatever they're called.
Yeah. And
stop and swap.
Yeah, stop and swap. That is a fascinating concept to me. The idea that they wanted to do stop and swap between the two games. Yeah, fascinating. And like the ice key in Freeze Easy Peak and Shark Food Island. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just if you don't know about Stop and Swap and you're a fan of this game, I'm not going to try and explain it because
it's really difficult.
It's been a while since I've thought about it. This has just like triggered some core memories, but like, and I'm sure I would forget things. So go and look up Stop and Swap for Banjo-Kazooie if you're interested.
I think I could probably try and explain it.
Yeah.
So once you beat the game completely, there are like locations like such as this island over here where there are like secret eggs, like the Stop and Swap eggs. So I think the plan was you get all of them and that would unlock content in Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah.
And the way they would do that is you get all the eggs, you take the Banjo-Kazooie cartridge out and then quickly put the Banjo-Tooie one in.
Still running, you would just literally swap them out.
Yeah, so it kind of like transferred like the save data a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's how it would work. But I think they didn't end up doing it because I think they were afraid it would ruin the games in some capacity.
There was like a worry with it.
Yeah.
I also don't know if it was entirely possible. I'll get that mumbo. Yeah. I don't know if it was entirely possible, which could also be a contributing factor because if it's not possible, they can't do it. But it's a fascinating concept considering you can see, like, there's a Stop and Swap menu in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you could, like, it's all there. It's all there and ready to go. But obviously, it just didn't work and didn't happen.
And, like, you can still find, like, a couple eggs in Banjo-Tooie. And,
yeah.
And the ice key is in Banjo-Tooie as well. And that unlocks, like, the Mega Globo, which turns you into...
Yeah.
Or is that spoilers? Do you know about turning into dragon?
I do. Yeah.
Good. I don't want to spoil anything just in case, since you haven't like fully
I know
played the game.
enough about the game, and I've just never beaten it myself though.
Yeah, almost done with this level.
Yeah, getting close.
But yeah, I think with the Xbox 360 versions, you actually get stuff. It doesn't transfer over. You're okay.
I took a swig of my organic lemon lime and bitters kombucha, and it nearly ended my life because of just how tasty it was.
How yummy the kombucha is.
It's the best goddamn soup I've ever had in my life. Goddamn.
Gosh.
What's the... I don't know how long we've been recording for now because it cut out.
It cut out. I think we lost about 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, we lost like some of the best conversation.
Yeah. I mean, we'll keep it on video. It'll be on the video. I don't know about
the pure
podcast, the podcast video. It just depends on the quality of the audio.
Keep the podcast audio clean.
Yeah, clean.
I just want it to be pure.
Yeah. You got to get a bit of dirtiness in there.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it'll be fun. But yeah, I think we'll probably just wrap up after this level. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Any kind of final thoughts on the first 2 levels of the game?
They're just great. And because I've restarted this game so many times, the first 4 or 5 levels I've played more than any others. Like I know, there's all 100 notes as well. I know the other levels really well, but especially like these first 4, whatchamacallit, Mumbo's Mountain, Treasure Trove Cove, Bubble Gloop Swamp, Freeze Easy Peak, Clanker's Cavern, Gobi's Valley, the first 6 levels or so. Like I know them like the back of my hand because like I've played them so many times. Dude, you're gonna die.
I've got everything. It's all good.
Oh,
so like sometimes in speedrunning you just like die just to get to the start of the level.
I was like, why are you killing yourself?
Stop killing yourself.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. So
cool.
I guess like.
We can wrap it up.
The thing with these levels and with this game, I'm interested to see.
You can do a little run around.
No, I'm interested to see our stat totals for it. So I 100%ed Mumbo's Mountain in 21 minutes.
Nice.
100 out of 100, 10 out of 10, 2 out of 2.
Not bad.
And we 100. Oh no!
No,
you missed one of the honeycombs.
Oh, which one is that?
So
I know where it is.
Yeah.
It's the one on the water. I'll go back and get it.
Yeah. But that only took 18 minutes.
Yeah.
21 minutes. So yeah, so
easy to get through.
It's so we 100%ed those first 2 levels in a total of 40 minutes. You know, like
not bad.
Which is great. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a break from this now.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back obviously with another podcast where we do the next 2 levels.
Yeah.
Which will be great fun, and then I think we're going to continue through like that because there are 10 levels if I'm not mistaken. So that's
might be. 9?
No, not 10. Either way, I think that's like 5 podcasts worth.
It's a lot of content.
Trust us to get 5 podcasts worth out of one game.
Easy.
Yeah.
When Banjo-Tooie comes along, oh boy.
I'm very excited.
There's a glitch here that you can do. We can actually clip through the ship. I don't know if you can do it in the Australian version, but I'm just
nice.
Try.
While you're trying to clip through the ship, what are your final thoughts on these first couple of levels?
These are like, I'm just gonna stop playing. So these 2 levels are just like perfect for introducing someone into like a 3D platformer, and it's so much better than Mario 64. Like just like the layouts of the levels, so much better. All the collectibles are there. It's not like you don't have to keep going in and out of the level, which I find kind of a little bit frustrating. So everything's there. It all looks really beautiful, and Banjo just like he just controls so much better than Mario does. Mario's a nightmare to try and move around. So that it's just like a much more polished 3D platformer. I would recommend it over Mario 64 any day of the week.
This might be like my definitive 64 game, like by far.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people feel that way, obviously, because it's a very popular game.
It's so good. And the soundtrack is just fucking amazing.
It slaps hard.
So many like catchy tunes that you just sing to yourself all the time, and it's just like stays in your head for like Grunty's theme is going to be embedded into my brain for the rest of the time. I just love it. If I could meet Grant Kirkhope one day, that would be a dream come true. On the podcast.
No, for some reason I thought the Grunty switch there was the eye.
That's a bit later.
That's Bubblegloop Swamp, I think.
But I think you can unlock
Clanker's Cavern.
If you go back, we can do it. We can do it.
We've got the jump pad. We've got the jump pad.
We can do that.
We'll do that in the between grumps.
Yeah, between grumps. Next time on Game Grumps, we play Clanker's Cavern.
Do the CRT TV effect.
CRT TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any further thoughts on this.
No, it's pretty much near perfect. I don't know. I find it to be a perfect game for me.
Bye.
Bye.